our instant vanilla pudding in there. And then next, I believe we're going to put our spices. So we've got cinnamon and nutmeg. And like I said, I mixed them together beforehand so we'd have them all tidied up. So you would want to show your measuring spoons and talk about all the features and benefits of those. If you went ahead and had it pre-measured, you could show your midgets, but you could also use what? If you didn't have it pre-measured. Your spice shakers. Yes, ma'am. You could use your spice containers. And you could also use a modular mate if you keep your spices, large amounts of them in your oval ones or things like that. That would be great to show. So we're going to put the top on here. We don't need to hear it. So we're going to mix it together. Very easy to mix that together, not a big deal at all. And then we're going to fold in our frozen or our thawed whipped topping. Now you could also, if you're like Brandy Sailor, you could probably just make your whipped topping beforehand in the whip and prep, and that'd be one more thing you could show them how to make. So I'm going to take our topping and I'm just going to spoon some in. And it says to fold it in. I did try it just because you never want to do a first-time recipe at a party. Never. You always want to make it at home at least once, if not a couple times, to see how it's going to work. Yeah, because you don't ever want to get there and it not work like you thought it was going to work or it tastes bad. I did try to put the whip and prep back on it and spin it, and it's too thick. Okay, so unless you can, try it and it works for you, it was too thick for me. But all you do is you mix this together. We're just going to fold it in. And this pumpkin fluff is great, like Melinda did earlier. She put it inside of a hollowed out pumpkin. So it'd be very pretty at Thanksgiving on the table or around Christmas time. And what we're going to eat with it tonight are our graham crackers. So you could use cinnamon graham crackers. If you can find the cinnamon sticks, I think that would be great. But also it suggests that you could have it with cut up apples or pears. So there's just all kinds of things you could eat with it. All right, so I'm just mixing this together, folding it together, and you can definitely tell them other ideas to use for the whip and prep when you're demonstrating it. So anybody got any great ideas? Pancake mix, eggs. You can put all your eggs, ingredients for omelets in there and get them all whipped up nicely. Meringue, salad dressing.
Your own whipped cream?
Your own whipped cream, yep. Any kind of mixture that you're going to make like that, I think that'd be perfect. All right. So what we're going to do, I'm going to pour this into our radiance bowls because that's also a part of the beautiful hostess set we have going on right now, the large one. So we're just going to pour it into the radiance bowl, the new pretty green one. And we've also got a mixture of it in the pumpkin, and you guys will be have an opportunity to come up and taste of it and make sure it tastes good. All right. Now, really quickly, before I move on to the cake, I'm going to get Melinda to run back and clean my... She's like, what? She's got to run. Yes, you have to run. I just need this clean. I just need that, yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to move some of my stuff out of the way here. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Judy. Okay. All right, so we demonstrated the can opener, the whip and prep, the measuring spoons, your shakers, the spatula, and then you can also show and the scissors, the cooking shears. All right, so now with our cake, just so you kind of know the ingredients of the pumpkin spice cake, it calls for 1 spice cake mix, another 15-ounce can of pumpkin, a tub of cream cheese icing, okay, and then 3 eggs, and we're going to use the cinnamon vanilla spice that Tupperware sells, okay? Thank you, Diane. Thank you very much, darling. Okay. And we are going to demonstrate this time the product of the stack cooker. Who loves the stack cooker? Yay! I know, it's great. Okay, so what we're going to do, and we're also going to use our mix and store. We're going to mix all the ingredients except for the frosting. Okay, so we're going to set the frosting aside. And we're going to put our cake mix, our eggs, and our spice, and our pumpkin. Okay, so again, use our cooking shears for this. Talk about those. Because you never want to do, I don't think this would be too much to make at one time at a party. But if you think it would be, then all you have to do is make the pumpkin fluff, or you can make just the cake. You don't have to make both, because they don't really coincide together. Oh, it's all about fun and Tupperware. Okay, so we got 3 eggs. Oh, they got little breast cancer things on there. Yeah, they got little breast cancer sign, very cute. Okay, so we're going to mix this together. And when we get it all mixed together, we're going to put it into our stack cooker. I do not spray my stack cooker. I have heard that people say to spray it. Me personally, I've never had one stick. So I have not started spraying mine. If I have one stick, I probably would start spraying it. But does anybody not spray theirs? Okay, so nobody sprays theirs a whole lot? Okay. So I'm not going to spray it, but we're going to put it in the microwave. This recipe does say that if you do not have a turner in your microwave, a little turntable, that you want to cook it on high for 8 to 10 minutes, depending on your microwave. And then if you do not have a carousel, you want to turn it. Yay! You want to turn it. So you turn it every so often, so it won't, not real sure why, but so it heats what? Well, thank you. So some microwave tips would be good to give at this point, right? Because you're cooking in the microwave. So you could explain to your guests and your hostesses and things like that how the microwave cooks. Does anybody know how the microwave cooks? You want me to tell you? Tell me? Okay, good, yay. Okay, the way the microwave works is it's a metal box, obviously, and you know how when you rub your hands together, everybody rub your hands together. Does it get hot? Yeah, that's friction, obviously, and the way that a microwave works is it has microns, and when you turn it on, the microns go crazy all over the microwave, and they bounce back and forth just all over that metal box. And they go so fast that they cause friction, and that's what heats up. The microwave also uses 70% less power than your oven. So if you're cooking in your microwave, you're saving some energy, right? And Tupperware is a Go Green company anyway, so I think that goes right along with that. You're also saving money because you're not going to be having maybe such a high electricity bill. So I'm just folding this cake together. Now again, I did try this in the whipping prep, and it is thick. It even says on the recipe that this is going to be a thick cake, but that it's okay. So don't panic, but you're going to be using your silicone spatula. Who can tell me how many degrees can the silicone spatula withstand?
450.
450?
I think it is 400, isn't it?
No, I've got some clumps down in here, so we'll make sure it's okay. Okay. And you always want to cook your cake with the cone in it. Okay? Well, I've been told that you wanted to put the cone in it because if you don't, it won't cook in the middle. Has anybody else heard that? Yes? Okay. That's what I've always been told. All right, so I'm going to pour. And like I said, you can see it coming out how thick it is. It is a very thick cake, so you almost have to kind of go walk around it. Or your assistant can turn it. Now, if you were, or when you are demonstrating the stack cooker and you're cooking a cake, you always want to let everybody know that this thing can do so much more than a cake, right? Because, yeah, they probably buy a product that makes a good cake in the microwave in 8 minutes, but they definitely buy a product that did that, plus cooked their meals, made chicken, yeah, just all the different things that it can do. And I just have something I'd like to point out. A good tip to do at your parties, especially if you feel like maybe you want to show everything, because Tupperware has everything that's awesome, right?